Hey guys, I had a couple thoughts, and it's so weird because I didn't want to make a video about this, but I had a couple thoughts about this whole coronavirus situation and how it's affecting everyone, whether it's fear of catching a coronavirus or fear of a loved one catching the virus, whether it's fear of not having enough money to pay for necessities or a fear of the future. I read a status from, I guess, Governor Kemp's, his son-in-law, and he was just saying that, his dad or father-in-law isn't stupid, that he actually looks at the numbers, he actually talks to the president, and he knows that people are in dire need of getting back to some type of normal lifestyle. And in addition to that, I read a status yesterday about a small business in Calhoun, Georgia, who was letting their customers know via Facebook that they had to close down their business because they would rather leave when they had the upper hand versus leave when they're compiled with a bunch of debt and they have to be shut down. They have no choice. And it made me just really think about what's going on around us, and everyone's saying stay at home. Some people cannot stay at home. Those barbers, those hairdressers, those business owners, they can't stay at home because this is how they survive. People don't have 5 years of emergency savings saved up, and we can't depend on the government to protect us. We have to have our own. Which then leads me to the fear of death and the fear of sickness that has been circling around these couple of months. And I'm a person who deals with death anxiety. I literally can sit up all night and think about my death and think about what it's going to feel like. And I realized that anxiety came from me not knowing what the Bible says about death. Before I get into this, I have to back up because I also saw, not sure if it's true or not, but it was a news clip that I saw of, it could have been taken out of context, but that I saw of the mayor of Las Vegas saying that they wanted to reopen. And she stated that dying was a part of life. Now, while that might sound like a savage comment to say because people out here dying, she's not wrong. Dying is a part of life. Like, we all have to die one day, whether it's from the coronavirus, whether it's from heart disease, whether it's from organ failure, whatever. There is going to be a time where we no longer dwell on this earth. And that is never our goal. Our goal is to not dwell on this earth forever. Our goal is to live and serve others so that we can make it into heaven to continue to serve God. And I'm not telling people to not be afraid or to not have feelings about it. I'm just telling people to think biblically about it a little bit more. Like, I know that this isn't my home. And to get back to my death anxiety, I would lay up, think about death. And what would make me fearful the most is that I didn't know what the Bible said about death. I felt that when you die alone. And I see these statuses saying, oh, when you have the coronavirus, you have no visitors, you're basically dying in a room by yourself. But my death anxiety was based off of the fact that I'm actually going to die by myself. Like, nobody is going to experience that death with me. It's just going to be me. Like, I can't hold hands with anybody. In the afterlife, I'm going to have my own experience and they're going to have their own experience. It also made me think about the fact that people don't love their family members and their friends like they say they do. We say we love this person, but soon as the slightest incident comes where you feel like somebody has done you wrong, you talk to them like trash. And I am guilty of this. But you talk to them like trash, and we don't know if tomorrow is their last day or if tomorrow is our last day. We have to live every day like it's our last day, with no regrets, with no hate in our heart, with no evilness in our heart. So I just encourage everyone to just think about that. Like, we're going to die alone, and we all have to die at some point. I also get upset about people who talk about the coronavirus. They act like they're so scared of it, right? But they smoke a pack a day. They smoke a pack of cigarettes a day. And you're basically slowly poisoning your body. How can you say you're fearful of anything when science has proven that you're slowly poisoning your body and you're setting yourself up for other diseases such as a stroke or a heart attack or Alzheimer's disease? Like, it's just mind-blowing that people let fear get in the way of their common sense or their biblical sense. Like, I remember last year I was moving into our home and I had a family member who actually had pneumonia, and I was saying that I'm gonna come to the hospital and see her, and she told me not to come because, for one, I had a new baby. He was like probably about a year and some months, and I couldn't go see her and bring those germs back home to him. So I had to find the faith deep down and pray and know that my family member was going to be okay. Thankfully, she recovered. She's fine. And then I also have to know that no one is truly mine. We are so possessive here on earth, right? But I have to know that my parents aren't mine. My child isn't mine. My friends aren't mine. They belong to the Lord. Like, every night I pray for my child and for my family. But when I'm praying for my child, I say, Lord, I know that he's not mine. I'm just a vessel of raising him to get him back to you. And that's what our goal is. It just blows my mind about the fear that's going on. And whether you die from coronavirus, whether you die from choking on spit, I know that death isn't anything to play with, but whatever you die from, you are eventually going to die, and nobody knows. You can't sit up here and expect to have longevity of life because you don't know. It's a blessing when you have it, but you can't expect it. Anyways, stay encouraged. I know this message might make some people upset because they would rather choose to live in fear than to get in their word, than to think about the life that's beyond just being here. Anyways, y'all have a good day. Stay blessed. Until next time, peace out.